Hello my pixel people, I am the Exogenesis, and this is actually going to be a more laid back video than what you're possibly used to, and that's because I thought we're getting to know each other now, so you should probably know a little bit more about me. So this is basically my introduction, what I am about, what I do, what I plan to do in future, and all that kind of good stuff. So yeah, nice to meet you guys. My real name is Jamie Gardner to be exact, and I am 25 years old. So when it comes to YouTube age, when it comes to making videos at least, I'm actually quite old to be a commentator. But saying that, a lot of the biggest commentators are a little bit older, so I suppose that's not really too much of a bad thing, is it? And yeah, so if you guys have been following me for a while, you'll realise that I had a channel called ModShoot and a channel called Spawnbox. And let's just put it this way, I started off with nothing but bad luck. I mean really bad luck, because on the ModShoot channel, that was going okay. I got up to 350 subscribers in a few months, and I was quite happy with how everything was going. And then Modern Warfare 3 was released, and I released a video complaining about the death scene where the child gets blown up. Sorry for the spoilers if you haven't seen it yet. And anyway, it was kind of, I put it on Reddit, it got a little bit popular. The video got like 100,000 views in, wow, it was fast. It was like 100,000 views in like half a day. So we're talking about, it went viral. And because of the controversy and everything like that, just after release, Infinity Ward, well, Activision basically gave me a copyright strike, and that put an end to that. The video got taken down and my channel became useless. So then I decided to make another channel straight away, and I made the Spawnbox. And the Spawnbox did okay. That got up to, I think it's at 600 subscribers now, and it's still growing because of some of the good videos that I put up there, but nothing got massive. It just, that was going really well. I was happy with that. I had to do everything all over again from scratch, and it was a bit of a hassle, but I got there. And yeah, now we're on the Pixel Twitch channel. Third time lucky, I'm hoping. I'm not going to take as many risks as I did in the past. I'm being a little bit careful with content that I upload and making sure that it's a game that's very unlikely to get flagged. I've also made sure that I'm just being very careful basically, and just hoping that nothing bad like that's going to happen ever again. And yeah, I'll go on to what I'm planning to do in future soon, but I was just thinking, well, I introduced myself and told you how old I am. I didn't really tell you much about me. So let's start in childhood. I was a good kid. I went to school in the Northwest, and I left school at 11 with my normal grades and went to high school. At high school, it started off pretty badly, and at 13 years old, I was expelled from multiple schools, and I could never go back to school again. So yeah, I've not really got any education to speak of, so finding a job was definitely very, very difficult. I wasn't a bad kid, I was more disruptive, I'd say. A little bit of a lippy fucker, but yeah, shit happens when you're a kid, doesn't it? So yeah, leaving school with no qualifications, went to college, got expelled, so no qualifications from there. So I'm literally paperless. The only thing I've ever passed in my life is my driving test, and then I got banned. Typical, eh? Totally typical. And when it comes to my work life, I suppose I've done bits and bats. I probably called you up at some point asking you if you want to buy a kitchen, or if you want to go on a free holiday. I might have served you in a bar if you've been pubbing it in Manchester or Preston. But then one day I got a really lucky break, because actually let's go back further than that. Anyway, while I was working at a bar sometime, I went out on a night out in Preston Town Centre, and I got into a bit of a fight, let's say. And this fight ended up with me breaking my arm, and so I was in plaster. I lost my bar job because I was in plaster. It's not like I could work, and it was serious. There was risk that I was going to lose my thumb, and I was in a cast for, I want to say 6 months, but it was probably more like 5.5. And I really couldn't do anything. I used to play on the Xbox, and I decided to get myself, well, I had a PC, but I decided to actually play a game on it, and it was the Unreal Tournament 2004 mod, believe it or not. So yeah, it ran on a piece of shit, and thank God it did, because I only had a piece of shit. I'll tell you what, I really got into gaming. It was hard with a big cast on my hand, but it was easier than using analog sticks when you got a broken thumb. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I played that for a while, and I decided that, oh yeah, I want to do this. So whatever money I had left saved up, I went out and upgraded my first computer. And it went really well, and my computer was not a beast at the time. I had a 6800 GT on a AMD 64-bit CPU. Wasn't even dual core. I did have a dual core later on, but no, at the point I just had an AMD 64-bit processor, and I played Killing Floor. And then when Left 4 Dead was released and the demo was released earlier, and because Killing Floor was a zombie game, I thought, oh, Left 4 Dead is going to be great. So I downloaded the demo, and it wouldn't run on my computer, so then I had to upgrade my computer. In the meantime, while all this was going on, just after I broke my thumb, and when I first started playing PC gaming, when I first started playing on the PC, should I say, I met my girlfriend, and we've been together for, I think, over 5 years now. Wow. I need to escape at some point, but no, I'm only joking, she's great. So yeah, we was together, and she was very nice, and she went out and spent some of her money on getting me my second computer, which got me into gaming. And then I played Left 4 Dead non-stop. I mean, literally non-stop. I had no life. I had no job. I didn't go back to work after what happened with my thumb. And yeah, I basically no life Left 4 Dead for the best part of 18 months. And I got very good at it. Because when I say no life, I mean fucking no life. I sat there for 8 hours a day, 7 days a week, playing Left 4 Dead. From being a complete PC gaming noob to, well, the first 3 or 4 months of Left 4 Dead, I didn't even play multiplayer because I was so bad. And I just stuck to the single player. I did campaigns with some friends, campaign. And then one day I met some people, and they was in a team, and they said, oh, you might be quite good playing multiplayer with us. And so we went on to multiplayer. And actually, rolling back a little bit, when I was playing single player, that's where the ModShoot name came from, the original ModShoot, because I made a Steam group called ModShoot, and what the idea was is I actually had a Left 4 Dead server where I play custom modified campaigns. Well, basically, like, user submitted campaigns, and we used to play them. Used to get a few people together on the servers and just play Left 4 Dead for a few hours, and that's where the name Mod came from, and Shoot. I actually, it's a silly story, but ModShoot is actually spelled incorrectly. I didn't mean it to be shoot as in bang. I meant it to be shoot as in a laundry chute, because the logo originally was going to be a laundry chute with mods coming out of it. Yeah, talk about epic fail. ModShoot was cursed from the get-go. It just was never going to work, really, was it? So yeah, anyway, I started playing with a team, and we started getting some strats together. We started taking parts in cups and tournaments and bits and bats like that. And we got basically really shit hot. Like, there's 6 or 7 of us which played very regularly, and we was possibly one of the top 5 teams in Europe, without a doubt, easily. And that got me into competitive gaming. I started following some other teams, and one of the teams was going to a local hardware reseller, which is right next to my house, called Scan.co.uk, and that was Team Dignitas. So I went down to the event. It was like a little gaming event, and I met the Dignitas guys and started talking to them, and we kept in touch. And yeah, it's really quite strange that the next event was 3 months later. In the meantime, I'd give up on Left 4 Dead. I just got raged out. I just couldn't be bothered with it. And yeah, I went to the next event to see the Dig guys again. And just out of the blue, I was offered a job. And yeah, I started working for Scan.co.uk. I started working in the showroom, and I was selling computers, doing stuff with the showroom, making it look all fancy and nice. And it was cool, and I kept that job for, I think it was just short of a year. And the reason why is, when I started working at Scan is a sponsor of Team Dignitas, if you didn't know. And they basically sent me to a couple events with Dig. So I started, like, I knew some of the Dig guys, and then I started seeing them more because I was being sent to events where they was actually doing the events as well. So we got to speak more and more. I started playing with some of the Dig guys a bit more and more, and they realized that I actually wasn't a complete fucking noob. And so I spent a little bit of time on the events team. We went down to DreamHack, the Gadget Show, the iSeries. We just been basically doing a lot of the European events, and I had a lot of fun. But like, what I learned from gaming, and when I say gaming, I mean like competitive gaming, because for Crysis 2 and Brink and Left 4 Dead, I played on main stages in front of hundreds of people, and I've had my games casted, like where thousands of people get to watch me play. Well, watch me and my team play, so there's me and 4 other people, or on Left 4 Dead, me and 3 other people, plus 4 other people on the other team. So I was like, I'm getting into this, because I started getting recognised, not often, but every now and then I could be in a public game and it'd be like, oh dude, it's you, blah 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 blah. And I really started liking the idea of being recognised for playing games and having some skill, and that kind of stuff. So I kind of got addicted to the main stage mentality. Like, I always wanted to play showing people. Live streaming wasn't an option back then, and even if it was, my internet in the place that I was living at that time was 1 meg download and like a 1/4 meg upload. I would never have been able to stream. So what I started thinking about doing, and I was working at Scan at the time, I was like, I want to do YouTube. I really want to do YouTube. So I did. I started the ModShoot channel, and for about a month I started uploading while I was still working for Scan. And then I wanted to take it more seriously. So yeah, I left Scan, and instantly, straight after I left Scan, I got signed to Dignitas for the events. And so I got my ModShoot channel closed, the Spawnbox channel closed. Well, it didn't. The Spawnbox channel was kind of open when I signed the contract and I started doing the events for Dig. And yeah, so my contract's basically just run up, and I'm here now. I miss the Dig guys, I do. But in all fairness, it's like, it was like taking a step back from what I was hoping. I wanted to get more publicity. I wanted to be more known. It's strange. I'm chasing YouTube monies and fame, but I don't know what I want to do with them. I've not planned that far ahead. I just know what I want, and what I want is to play games and entertain. So that's what I'm doing here, guys. Hopefully that is. I mean, fingers crossed and all. Don't want to be a complete fail. So yeah, and now we're here. And what I want to do in future is literally, I want to make this a job. I don't expect YouTube to make me YouTube monies and make me rich, but I don't know. If I start doing reviews and hardware stuff, I'm hoping that I'll be able to do some events and maybe start working in a more professional manner once again, using this as a springboard which is going to take me there. I don't think I'm ever going to stop doing videos. I've got the bug. I'm a little bit addicted. It is now 6:38 in the morning, and I've not slept yet because I've wanted to look at other people's videos. I wanted to make my own videos, and I just really enjoy this stuff, guys. And that's why whenever you guys leave a comment, I'll try my best to get back to you straight away. It does upset me when someone says something bad, but at the same time, I understand that it's the nature of the job, really, isn't it? People are going to say something bad. People aren't going to always like what I'm doing, and I can't accept that, so. And that's so good. Anyway, guys, so that's a little bit about me. There's still lots and lots of little other bits which I haven't gone into, which we can save for another video. But yeah, oh, did you see that fail knife? Fail knife. Anyway, so yeah, I've been the Exogenesis. You've been watching Pixel Twitch. Slap that subscribe button if you don't know who I am. Well, you obviously do know who. You just watched a video of me talking about who I am for the last. Anyway, guys, like I said, I've been the Exogenesis. You guys have been great for listening, and I hope to speak to you again very soon. I am going to the Olympics on Thursday, so I'll be there Thursday and Friday, so there might be a lack of content. I do apologise, but we'll be back very soon. See you later, guys. Peace out.